Fellas, ladies, you looking for lotions? You looking for beard oils? But unfortunately, everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and it probably killing you? No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. www.top2bottom, BOTTU, the U is for unique, M.com. Tell them I sent you.
Really?
It's all right. That's why it's called having a great time.
Where did I leave off?
Start again.
Take two.
Live, not Memorex.
Okay. Hey, lovies, top to bottom at 'em. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. Today is demonstration day, and we got something nice for you today. If you are interested in a deodorant with no baking soda, no aluminum, still very effective with conditioning properties, stay tuned. We're going to show you how to do it. You got any questions, Luke? No?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I'm just waiting for the people to come in.
That's
And
all
on
good.
top of that, we're going to have a giveaway at the end.
What is that? We're going to have what?
The giveaway.
A what?
Give away.
A giveaway.
Yes, for those who are interested.
That means somebody is going to wind up with what kind of product?
The very product being made.
The very product being made. So that means that somebody's actually going to wind up trying out the deodorant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are there any fragrances in the deodorant?
Of course.
What you
Well,
got going?
find out. They'll find out as we go through this demonstration.
Okay.
And I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be a good thing.
Okay. So let's start with a couple of things as we allow people to come in before we start the demonstration part. What is T2B's idea behind deodorant?
Hey, there's a card. Welcome. Welcome to the chat and welcome to the live. And you were saying what was behind the deodorant?
Right. That right. What is the of course you're the face and the name of Teeth to Be.
Well,
so what is your reasoning, in other words, to create a deodorant?
Well, I'm always trying to find a way to make something safer for myself, especially in the situation with me having hidradenitis suppurativa. It's very important that my sweat glands are not clogged and that the ingredients don't cause a particular reaction. So not only with the sweat glands, but also certain things I'm very, very sensitive to. And so I said, you know what, let me find a way to make something that works, that's more conditioning for my skin.
Okay.
And it serves a purpose.
Okay.
So other people, how I make it, I thought this will be kind of fun.
Okay. So you decided to show the world how you make deodorant.
Mm-hmm. One of my formulas.
One of your formulas.
I think they can handle this one.
Okay. Give a brief description of what the deodorant concept is all about.
The deodorant concept?
Yeah.
Well, we have deodorant and we have antiperspirant. And antiperspirant is made to stop you from sweating.
Right.
The concept of not sweating, not having any odor. Well, you know, nowadays a lot of people are very leery about having their sweat glands clogged up, or they have certain reactions to certain things. So they try to go to something more natural.
Okay.
And then they gravitated to a very common DIY remedy, which is the baking soda. But then you find out you have bad reactions to it, or it burns or whatever have you.
Okay.
So it becomes very difficult to find that right niche. So this is why I started putting some things together.
Okay. So do you find that deodorant is, I want to find the right word, a happy medium, rather, shall I say? Let me rephrase this all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to get, because there's so many things going in the back of my head. Let's start off with this. Let me retrace. Let me back up a couple of steps. Over the course of many years, there was a difference between deodorant and
you sound like you about to tell a long. Get the rocking chair. Over the course.
Antiperspirant and deodorant. I heard you mention that as well.
Yeah.
And in many years, there's been controversy behind it. And some of the, what I want to call it, the ingredients or the chemical reactions.
Mm-hmm.
Can you give the viewers and the followers a little bit insight behind the concept of ingredients, mainly the aluminum factor? Because I did a little research and I found some interesting things that I'd like to piggyback with as we're talking about this topic.
Okay. Aluminum.
Right.
That is a very, I don't know if the word controversial, because it's one of those things where it either works for you or you don't.
Okay.
Because there's so many different studies, whether it's good or bad.
Right.
So it's pretty much, you got to look at who's paying for that research, who benefits from whatever results, and then you got to make an educated decision on if that's something you want for you. Some people are concerned that it has links to dementia, to issues with the kidneys or whatever have you, and they just choose not to take that chance.
Well, that's the reason why I asked. I've come across some interesting articles, written articles by researchers and or possible companies that have paid to have the research done and surveys, physical surveys done on individuals. And some of the topics I've come across deal with breast cancer and prostate cancer.
Oh, okay.
So of course, when we hear about the terms or the verbiage of cancer, people tend to get a really uncomfortable state amongst what they're purchasing and or looking to purchase. And the reason why I say that is because we have seen over the course of many, many years what happened with the talcum powder. Talcum powder was used for so many decades. And after so many decades is when they found out that it was also a cancer causing.
And for a long time, they said it was safe until later on. That's why I said people have to use their discretion.
Right. So this is the reason why when I came across these articles that you and of course the followers and the viewers, I will share it on my screen so everybody can see it.
You want to do that before we start or in the middle?
That's up to you. What would you like me to do?
That's a good question. Anyone in the chat? Anyone in the chat want to let us know? Should we start a little bit of the demonstration now or get into a little history of it?
Okay. Well,
I don't know. It's a decidingly so.
I guess it's decidingly so. History.
Should we check? Oh, somebody wants history. Okay.
Okay.
Give a little history there.
We did a little history, a little research that I've come across deodorants, and this is I'm going to start with actual documentation that can, if one chooses to look for it. I'm going to share my screen so that the viewers can understand, and of course, any platforms to turn around and say that there's a fair use concept, right?
Oh, yeah.
So right now, I believe I am sharing a concept of from alternative to med center, right? This is a company you know about, may not know about. They're more, how would you say, natural people who believe in natural ways to
natural remedies, things like
alternative ways as opposed to using things that are very strong, how not. So of course, this one here, I have to talk. I want to talk about because it's kind of funny with the way I'm going to describe this, right? As we see, you need to sweat, right? Now, everybody needs to sweat. Everybody sweats, whether it's good, bad, ugly, or otherwise, everybody sweats. Some people say they don't want to sweat because of the odor. We know that, okay? Just think about one thing for a moment. If the body naturally has to sweat, if you drive your car, and those that have driven cars in the winter, you know, the snow gets high, the tailpipe gets covered, so the car is not able to breathe, as they call it, breathing, because it actually emits the exhaust. If the tailpipe is covered, that exhaust goes back into the motor and shuts the motor off. Okay. Right? Now, I'll take it to something a little more common that may resonate to someone's mind. It's like, okay, why is he talking about it like that? When you have a cold, I see this many times as a kid growing up. People have done it. I've done it. You take a piece of tissue or you take something and you stuff it in your nose because you don't want to feel that runniness coming out, right? So what happens then? You stick it in there and all of a sudden your nose starts to feel a little funny because you got all this extra liquid and stuff going up in there. And that makes you uncomfortable. So think of it the same way. So here's the funny part. In this article, as we see, it says, it can be easily overlooked the importance of allowing your body to sweat. Right? The key role in your skin's health, for example, it is also an important component of the overall wellness because sweating is a primary way for your body to complete detoxification. We all understand what detoxification means, right? Of course, yeah. That means getting the nastiness out of your body. So if you keep covering all the pores on your body, how does your body detoxify itself?
Right.
It doesn't, right? So this is one of the things why antiperspirant and deodorant came up as such a intricate to me topic of you making the actual deodorant. So here I'm just going to read a couple of things. I'm not going to leave it all in there too much. But here we say, according to the journal, this is of course an example. According to the Journal of Environmental Public Health, dangerous chemicals like lead and arsenic pose no biological purpose and can build up in the body over time. Children exposed to these chemicals may experience a lower IQ or problems with behavior. Adults can experience cognitive impairment, memory issues, or neuronal damage.
Oh, I heard about that. I guess that goes to that whole dementia, Alzheimer's, and all
Exactly.
that stuff.
So now we look into fast forward. Now, mind you, this article, what's that? What you need? Oh, okay.
Go there.
Stand by 37 seconds yet, because I'm not sure this is going to work this way. Here you go. So if you think about all that stuff and toxins and things of making it difficult for the body, you got to understand the process of the sweating is a natural way to purge them actual chemicals and make things much more easier for the person, right? So that's just one small article that I wanted to present to everybody. And as you see, it does talk about the differences between antiperspirants and deodorants. Okay. Good article behind it. And of course, it's a lot of talk behind what is right, what is wrong. All right. So now let me share with you another article that may just wind up being a little bit more intense for some of the viewers. I think it's intense because it's really some really good information, right? So here comes up this one right here. Okay. Now, mind you, I put them in chronological order for dates, years, and times so that we can see together what is actually going on, right? So this article was created in the year of 2017, September 29th of 2017. That's 2017. So that goes back some time, right? Now, this article, of course, was done by Deutsche Arztblatt, which, of course, now, just for those that don't understand, this is actually a German article that was made by a German company that made this article, okay? And it is created, and we're just going to look at the abstract. I mean, there's a lot of information inside this article. I did all the reading, a lot of information, a lot of things to go, right? When it comes to the deodorant and antiperspirant. So some of the things I want to read very quickly, and of course, this is just the abstract, okay, as we're looking at it. Aluminum is regularly taken up with a daily diet. It is also used in antiperspirant as an adjuvant for vaccinations. And in desensitization, I apologize.
Desensitization.
Thank you. Okay, and of course, presents scientifically documented harmful effects of aluminum on health and the threshold values associated with them. Now,
I thought I had that article on me, but I guess I must have moved it.
This really talks about the amounts of aluminum that is absorbed in the body and or given to the person. So we have to look at a few things. Okay, aluminum, of course, initiates from where it is being made. It's something that's created. It's naturally found, maybe. We don't know. But based off of this article, it says that the publication retrieved by a selective search of PubMed and Scopus databases on the topic of aluminum in connection with neurotoxicity, Alzheimer's disease, breast cancer, as well as the author's personal experience in occupational and environmental medicine.
Wow.
Right? So now I'm going to scroll down because numbers, a lot of people don't understand the concept of numbers. They want to know, they want to hear the information, right? So the information is here. For aluminum welders and workers in the aluminum industry. Now, these are people who are cutting the material so that it can be broken down to be utilized. Okay. Right? So if a person ever try to figure out, okay, what do you mean by cutting material? if you ever watched a program called Forge and Fire,
Oh, yes.
or if you watch somebody hit a piece of metal and you see a spark, that spark is what they're referring to as far as the chemical, right? So now, if they're concerned about the neuropsychological tests, attention and learning and memory has been found only with aluminum concentrating exceeding 100 UGG creatine in the urine, which of course, now we talk about numbers and scales. These things make a person try to figure out what you're talking about, right? So what happens is that there's always a measurement of what's allowed and what's not allowed. Let's get that on the board. Let's get that understanding first. The higher the number, sometimes you hear a higher number is a bad thing. Actually, it depends on the chemical that they're talking about. The higher number means that is good for you. The lower number means that is bad for you. So it all depends on the actual chemical that they're referring to.
Okay.
Right? So let's keep that in mind. One of the other, now we're going to go into the conclusion. Okay. One more step. The elevated aluminum content has been found in the brains of persons with Alzheimer's disease. Now, we have to try to figure that part out there. We got to listen to what that says. If, in fact, this article in 2017 is stating that there is, in fact, aluminum content has been found in the brain of a person with Alzheimer's, that means that somehow, some way, what we talked about before, there's always a chemical reaction to a ingredient and or other chemical. So we have to figure out why these chemicals are going in the body. And of course, it's just like a bellyache. You eat something wrong, you get a bellyache, it's because your body didn't like what was being introduced. So we take that into consideration as well. Now, even as it continues on to say, I'm going to read it here, it remains unclear whether this is a cause or an effect of the disease. Whether it's a cause or an effect, we have to think about something. Is it cause or effect, or was it the amount? Because it doesn't mention the amount. It mentions whether it's the cause or the effect, but it doesn't signify the amount.
That kind of reminds me when we were talking the other day about the formaldehydes and all the other different metals or toxins, where they say, oh, these things are allowed because it's in small amounts, but then they're also in a lot of everything that you use every day. So at that point, it goes above and beyond what the recommended amount should be.
This is true. This is true. And that's why numbers are very, very important to understand. Okay. So now we go on to how it says the contention that the use of aluminum containing antiperspirant promotes breast cancer is not supported by consistent scientific data. Right? So that just means that nobody's putting a lot of effort into finding it out.
Right. That's
basically what that means. Right? Okay. So let me go on and read the last paragraph of this article. The internal aluminum load is measured in terms of concentration of aluminum in the urine and blood. Let's follow that again. Concentration of aluminum in urine and blood. Keeping these concentrations below the tolerance value prevents the development of manifest and subclinical signs of aluminum toxicity. Large-scale I always have a problem with this word, epidemiologic studies. Can I say that again?
What do you say?
Epidemiologic. Oh,
demiologic.
Demiologic. Okay. I always have a problem with that word. Demiologic studies of the relationship between aluminum containing antiperspirants and the risk of breast cancer would be desirable. When you use the word desirable, that means somebody somewhere wants to know more. That's what I'm guessing, right? And it's in this article. Now, this article, as I mentioned, was dated back in 2017, September 29th.
Okay.
Right? So I'm going to share another article very, very quickly, if you don't mind. That's going to be even a little bit more interesting.
Welcome to anyone else that's coming in. Please give us a thumbs up in the chat, a thumbs up for the video, share, and Hopefully subscribe. We'll be starting the demonstration in a little bit.
Very shortly, very shortly, very shortly. Association. Okay. Here is where it starts getting a little bit more interesting. Okay. Let's keep in mind here. I read you an article from 2017, right? This article now is from Scientific Reports. It is dated 2018.
Association of serum aluminum levels with mortality in patients on chronic hemodialysis.
Can we say that last word again?
Hemodialysis.
Okay. Now, this is just the abstract. And again, this is the actual article, right? Despite reported evidence on the relationship between higher serum aluminum levels and poor outcomes on chronic hemodialysis, the acceptable cutoff value for serum aluminum for mortality remains unclear.
You're saying serum aluminum, like
Yes.
in blood? Okay.
Right? So now, here's where it gets interesting. A retrospective observational cohort study with 636 Taiwanese patients on CHD was conducted to investigate the impact of the serum aluminum levels on mortality.
Okay.
636 Taiwanese individuals. So that means they went to a third world country where they found a whole bunch of short people that were weighing approximately anywhere between 100 to 125 pounds.
Soaking wet.
Soaking wet. And they did a study. Out of 636 of these people, I'm going to jump down to this part right here. I got it highlighted. And it says, during the mean follow-up, 253 all-cause and 173 CV deaths occurred. So, if you just take simple mathematics and you're looking at this, you say, well, dang, they tested 636 people, 253 of them.
That's a lot compared to being that it's just only 600 and change.
This is true.
And when they say CV deaths, are you talking about cardiovascular?
Yes. So now you're looking at 173 of them died of this aluminum in the bloodstream, right? Now, we're going to jump down to the bottom of the article because this is where it got really interesting for me. I'm going to highlight it. Therefore, our study revealed that the serum aluminum level of a 6 ml was independently associated with all-cause death in patients on CHD, suggesting that early intervention of aluminum level in patients on CHD might be beneficial even in the absence of overt aluminum toxicity. So now this comes back to what I was trying to say before, or leading up to what I was talking about. You can have an ingredient inside your body, or a chemical rather, should I say, inside your body, get introduced by an external, and then all of a sudden now you're all jacked up.
Yeah, especially nowadays. Now we don't know what's going on in our bodies. We really don't know. Our immune system is not the same.
True.
And so it doesn't break down properties the same way.
Very true. Now I'm going to fast forward, okay? Because I don't want to bore everybody. I just want everybody to understand that I've done some research.
You don't want to hurt their brain.
I don't want to hurt their brain. I want them to have fun today. Okay? So right now, actually, I'm gonna wait. Let me back up one because I gotta show this one. I gotta show this one. This one is very, very important for me to share with you all, because this one's really gonna make a lot of people go, whoa. Okay.
Okay.
So a lot of times people don't understand this concept. Okay. And this is the one that is extremely important for me personally and for our followers and so forth.
See this? What it says: epidemiology of breast and prostate cancer and antiperspirant deodorant marketing.
Now look at the two cancers they spoke of.
Breast and prostate.
Breast
Very
and prostate.
common. Very common.
Very common, and on two different parts of the human body.
Mm-hmm.
Upper and lower.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So this is the reason why this caught me so intrigued on this article is based off of the two locations that they signified on or spoke of.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so just in case anybody's asking, where's the article from? Is it true? What are you talking about? Okay, so this is where it gets really interesting for me, and maybe you can give a little bit more to this and to our viewers. Apocrine sweat gland obstruction by antiperspirants allowing transdermal absorption of cutaneous generated hormones and pheromones as a link to the observed incidence rates of breast and prostate cancer in the 20th century.
Gee whiz.
20th century.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, as I scroll back down to what I was reading before, or what I found to be very, very important for our followers and listeners.
And that also goes with a lot of the things that we were saying about why it's important to be educated or on what you put on your skin, because that's what they mean by cutaneous. So because it goes into your body. Some people just do things thinking that it doesn't matter what I wash my hair with, what I put on every day. These things matter.
This is true. And this is why I keep saying, you can put it on the top of your head and you think nothing's happened, but unfortunately over the course of many years, it winds up affecting you because your skin is a giant sponge. Giant sponge. It's
and how you know, and how you know is because sometimes when you hear, oh, don't use this if you're pregnant. You know, like when a person finds out they're pregnant, they have to stop dyeing their hair or whatever. Like, why is that?
That's a very good
example. That it's going into your bloodstream.
Very good example. So allow me to read this real quick. I'm going to try my very best because, of course, my reading skills are a little slow because I got glasses and stuff like that. So, okay. So you had read the title for us before.
Yes, I did.
Can you read the title one more time, please?
Okay. Epidemiology of breast and prostate cancer and antiperspirant deodorant marketing.
Okay, so now we know marketing is based off a company that represents a product and is pushing it out, right? That's marketing. So antiperspirant deodorant sales rise with the incidence trends in breast and prostate cancer in the U.S. And are not observed with the 3 female non-hormone dependent cancers. We're not even going to talk about that because that's going to blow a whole bunch of people's brains out.
Yeah.
Yet, a global parallel rise in breast and prostate cancer incidence and mortality is also seen as the kilogram 1,000 persons use of antiperspirant increases as seen in the other figures. Commercially, the first available underarm antiperspirant is blocked out because, of course, it mentions a lot of things that, unfortunately, the article cannot represent without getting in trouble. But it's actually can be found in the bottom of the actual article because it gives you exactly where the information is at. So the references is at the very bottom. So the next thing I want to read is this part right here.
And what link is this in case anyone wants to go to
I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to scroll down
and
show the actual links when they actually come across this article. If they want to. This article is made by Science Direct. Okay. That's where this is at. And this is the paragraph that really caught my attention after reading breast cancer, prostate cancer deaths all have some type of involvement. Most U.S. products are a combination of antiperspirant and deodorant for control of underarm wetness and malodor. Right? So why are they concerned about the prostate cancer?
I would think because of the filtration. through the kidneys and that urinary tract system.
A Gilliqua, which is a very good thing. Very good, very good. Under the Federal Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act and the USDA, or rather the FDA of the US, legally defines products by their intended uses. Antiperspirants are considered drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Can we say that again? Antiperspirants are considered drugs.
I can see that.
I'm going to say it one more time. Antiperspirants are considered drugs because they affect the function of the body by reducing the amount of sweat that reaches the skin.
Yeah, you're taking it out of its natural function, which is what is defined as a drug.
Okay. Deodorants do not reduce sweat and are regulated as cosmetics because they promote attractiveness.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the rest of the article is down the bottom with the references pages. Just think for a moment. If it says that the FDA finds that the antiperspirants are drugs, I thought many years ago, you was always told drugs do damage to the body. Mm-hmm. Don't do drugs. As a kid growing up, that's one of the biggest things. So I'm just trying to figure out why they want to talk about this. So here are the references for those that want to read and get into real big details behind prostate cancer. Yeah, take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. Prostate cancer and breast cancer. Again, drugs. That's the key phrase I want you guys to really think about. Drugs. Okay, I want you to read the one that says E.D. Crawford, if you don't mind for me. Can you see that one over there?
Oh, I don't know. Let me see.
E.D. Crawford, right here. This one right here.
E.D. Crawford, Epidemiology of Prostate Cancer, Urology. The year looks like it says 2003.
That is correct. And the one right under it?
Working.
The one right under it?
Okay. Estrogen and cancer. What does that say?
Gynecol on-call.
Gynecol on-call?
Oh, like
probably oncology, gynecology, probably.
Okay. The reason why I asked you to read those two is because that's your former field.
Yeah.
Right? So prostate cancer, estrogen, and cancer. Estrogen. Can you, unfortunately?
Nope. I'm trying to, don't put me in the realm of a doctor.
All right. I'm gonna let you go.
You about to talk about estrogen and cancer, weren't you?
Yeah, I sure was. And of course, the one behind, right underneath that, is another amazing article to read on: racial, ethnic variations in male testosterone, the probable contributor to groups different in health since 1992. Yeah. All this is based off of antiperspirants and deodorants. Right?
It'd be interesting to see what ethnicities they actually
did the studies
on.
That is very true.
Okay.
The last one I'm going to present, I promise it's going to be short.
He promised.
I promise it's going to be short.
One more again.
I promise. And the reason why this one's going to be short is because this one comes from a very, 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 very important article company, Frontiers in Oncology.
The postulated innocuity of lifetime exposure to aluminum should be reappraised.
Now, if this...
What article is this from?
Let me scroll up.
Frontiers in Oncology. Okay.
Frontiers.
The National Library of Medicine. Oh, okay.
Okay. So far, now you got a familiarity behind these people, right? Okay. This was created July 24 of 2023.
Okay.
2023. This company is saying, how's it? Read that title again for me.
Which one? The postulated innocuity of lifetime exposure to aluminum should be reappraised.
Now, reappraised means what?
Looked at, reevaluated.
Reevaluated. Mm-hmm. All the studies that have been created, all the verbiage that's been put out there. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it in between? Exactly. Who's good? Who's going to get affected? Who's not going to get affected? How much can you put in? How much you're going to take out? all that. Right?
Okay.
I want to jump into keywords here.
Anyone have any questions? Feel free to just jump in the chat, or concerns or comments.
Comments are very, very appreciative. And of course, I'm not no professor. I don't work in the oncology
We got
department.
opinions like everyone
Okay.
else.
I'm just reading the same way everyone is reading along with me, and they're able to see it and follow through it, and they can come up with their own stuff. And hey, reach out to me. We can have this conversation later on. I don't mind, because one of these things actually affects me directly. Okay, so I'm not going to say it. I'm just going to tell you this affects me directly, so I'm willing to listen and chit chat about it. So the keywords in this article, of course, is aluminum, breast cancer, chromosomal instability. Can you say that again?
That's not good.
Can you say it again? Chromosomal instability, which in layman's terms means there's an instability reaction to your chromosomes.
Your DNA.
Okay? Which is your DNA. So somehow, some way, someone has found that there's a problem with this aluminum intake.
And that's the keywords that they use there.
Exactly.
Chemical carcinogens, cellular transformations, all those things that would make it a drug because it's changing your natural. Oh, I see a comment. The standard deodorants usually give me issues after a while, so I'm not surprised it has all these negative effects.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, is it mostly, do you find it in the antiperspirants? Have you figured out like what ingredient tends to give you a problem after all? You think, wow, chromosome. Yeah, chromosomes.
Chromosome. And I want everybody to take a gander or a look deeply into the very last one. Cellular transformation. Now, most people won't understand what.
I say, yeah, usually antiperspirants.
Okay, antiperspirant. Cellular transformation. Now, if we just break those two words up and we look at transformation, that means it's taking its original and altering it or changing it to another form, right? Cellular. That means that inside your body, your cells are transforming because of the intake of aluminum.
And that's usually what happens when carcinogens or your cells become some type of cancerous mutation, because now the cells are changing. Things are, how they say now, you got your bad cells fighting the good cells and things like that.
Right. And this is, I believe, and this is just my opinion, I believe that the reason this article came out so recent is because of the prostate cancers and the breast cancers. We know that those two cancers, or just in general, cancer is the transformation and or changing of the cells within the body. So I'm not going to drown everybody out, but I'm just going to read this right here.
One more again.
One more paragraph.
Okay.
This is the last one. Last paragraph, I promise.
Okay.
Because it's gonna tie into something very, very interesting as we talk. Aluminum is the most abundant metal, and after oxygen and silicon, the third most abundant element in the Earth's crust. The layer that makes up the Earth's surface, because of its high reactivity with oxygen, aluminum is mainly found in minerals in the form of water insoluble oxides or silicates. The porosity of free aluminum observed in nature could be one of the reasons why this element is not part of any known
psychological or physiological
process, and is therefore not essential for life. Did we hear that? Not essential for life. There's got to be a reason why I said not essential for life. In an acidic environment, however, aluminum recovers its solubility in water.
Mm-hmm.
What's sweat?
Water.
What's sweat?
Water.
I just want to say it again because I want the people to hear this.
For this reason, acid rain, oh, a natural phenomenon amplified by industrial emissions, enriches soils with free aluminum. So you don't really need it in everything else then if it's coming out.
I'm trying to tell you. Listen, that's
So
why.
then that'll be an overkill.
That's the reason why I read. That's
Mhm.
that's the reason why I like to read. I like to read before I open my mouth.
Mhm.
I don't want to say anything that's not supposed to be right. I don't want to. I don't want to misconstrue anything that's being said. I don't want to give my opinion without having somewhat of a fact behind what I'm saying.
Okay, okay.
Right. So now
Right.
that's it for that's it. That's it. That's it. No more sharing. No more sharing. No more sharing. I felt the need to let our followers and those who believe in what we're doing is a plus.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the reasons why I wanted to read that out to everybody, for those that are watching, and of course those that will go and do the replay, there's a reason why studies are made. There's a reason why companies pay many individuals to sit there. And I know for a fact there are many companies out there that ask people, basic people, normal folks, doesn't matter race, creed, color, doesn't matter race, age, size, where they come from, to actually participate in studies and get compensated. Maybe a little, I apologize. Yet I wanted the people to understand why we went this route, because we had to explain, or rather, I want the society, or our followers, our community, to understand why we focus on making top to bottom very well known for toxic free. Okay, so
Absolutely. And with this deodorant, we wanted to find that happy, I guess, medium of it being toxic free and effective, because you have a lot of times you buy things it's just full of perfumes and or things like that, and that becomes irritant. And even if you have something natural, like I was saying earlier, the baking soda, a lot of people can't tolerate that. And the thing that's good about top to bottom is that when you show us concerns or express concerns, we can always tweak things. Those are things you won't be able to find in the stores. We can tweak it if you have like a sensitivity to something. We do the research and find out. But as you get this view this demonstration, if you feel that that's something that you can do and tweak it to your liking or tweak it to your necessity, I say go for it.
So without further ado,
we're gonna put the. Actually, we did this yesterday. Don't start it yet.
I'm not.
I'm gonna talk through it. We decided to pre-record the process because we need to remain sterile. And I know sometimes it's still a challenge right now with me sometimes doing live and making the product.
Now, let's advise everybody here that's watching. This isn't what we call as an aerial view, which means the camera is looking down.
Yeah. Excuse my poor videography there. I'm getting there.
Looking down at the process of creating this wonderful product. Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna start. First, what I had to do was get the cocoa butter, and I usually I have it in this big block. So now I have to do this chopping away. Something that, oh my gosh, once this is done, I think I'm just gonna buy those cocoa butter chips because it's a huge block. So I had to get them off in pieces, and then I measure it down to the exact percentages that I needed. Now, the cocoa butter is very rich in nutrients, very good for the skin. You know, a lot of times we use it for conditioning our skin and even in our skin tone, especially like if we have blotches. And I know a lot of times with uses of deodorant, that can tend to happen. So that also helps with that. And it's a hard butter, so it's going to help reserve the shape of the deodorant stick. I prefer the stick. I know some people like sprays or liquids. I'm not there yet. Okay, so the next one, I don't know which order I have it in.
It's all right. It's coming up.
I have my waxes. Oh, yes. Okay, so I added the waxes. The waxes I chose was beeswax. If you are into just vegan waxes, you can use like a rice bran wax. It's very expensive. I use that for like the other stuff, like the beard stuff. And also Candelilla wax. I like to use. It's a little bit harder than the beeswax. So we kind of put all that in there with the cocoa butter. I said we.
Yeah.
Always talking in we.
That's all right. The car says the stick is best.
That's what I say. I really never know what that liquid is doing. So that's the Candelilla wax. As you see, it's a finer grain. Those little crystals, boy, they're magical. They really do harden the bar. Because you don't want it too soft. It's going to fall apart. So I'm measuring everything to the precise percentages that I have in my recipe. I don't know if I hope I have all the I hope I have all the clips. We'll find out.
We'll find out together.
We'll go find out together. We all gonna find out together.
We'll all find out together. This is why we believe in live and not memories.
Okay, so here we are with the shea butter. I love shea butter. It also helps with the conditioning, the softening of the skin. Very rich in nutrients and vitamins. And I tend to put this in last, so that's why it's separate. I'm just measuring it out there to put it to the side, because when you expose shea butter to heat for a long time, it can start getting a little I'm sorry. It gets a little fickle and unstable, and sometimes causes like it gets like that crystally, like it starts to crystallize, and I remember when I was experimenting with the hair greases and trying to put shea butter in it really gets beside itself. And I like it better than the mango butter and stuff like this. Now, this is interesting. Emulsifiers. I see that there are a lot of people that aren't really doing too much of that. This is a fatty alcohol. I chose to use the acetyl alcohol, even though it says alcohol. It's vegan, and it's not like alcohol. It's like a fat, and that helps condition the skin and also keeps the bar together, and it helps with the glide. I chose at first I was going to do the Ceteryl, and I tried that one. Mm-hmm. I did one with the Ceteryl, and I like that one, the acetyl better. So this here is the key. I don't know if you want to slow this one down. I don't know how much this okay,
one. I can pause it for a moment while you.
Now the magnesium hydroxide. That is the key.
Oh, so this is where this is the magic. Yes, this is the magical one.
That's like
the nucleus.
It's one of the nucleuses, one of the big nucleuses, okay. And I will give an idea of its job.
Okay.
Okay. So it's a great alternative, of course, to the aluminum. It kills or neutralizes the odor without blocking your sweat glands. Okay. So that's what's so great about it. And in this recipe, I think I have two different kind of magnesiums. So this one is magnesium hydroxide. And so down to perfect percentages, I have that in there.
Okay.
And we tried it out already. I made some for him. I made because we like our different scents. And you can see it's very fluffy, very powdery.
And this magnesium hydroxide is what blocks the actual, not blocks, it minimizes.
It neutralizes
the odor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So is it safe to say it's almost something like is it better than Arm & Hammer?
Well, Arm & Hammer is baking soda, so baking soda can neutralize some things, but a lot of people have. Yeah, I put too much in there. I had to scoop some out. A lot of people burn from baking soda, so that's why I said we need another alternative. And I love the way the benefits of magnesium in the skin anyway, like when it deals with joints and just regulating certain things in the skin.
Okay.
Because I even use, I use that spray, like when I have joint pain.
Right.
I use the magnesium oil, which is really just magnesium water. But it feels like an oil when you spread it on. It's like it has a nice slip.
Now we see here that you're removing some.
Yeah, because I'm looking at the actual percentage of the grams to have it down to the actual key. So sometimes too much get off the spoon, and I gotta scoop some out.
Okay, and that doesn't cause any harm to the actual product, correct?
No.
Okay. All right.
I just like to keep everything balanced and down to the.
Okay. So now, when you say keep it down to balanced, it's coming down to what percentage? 100%, 90%, 25%. What are we looking at?
What, for the magnesium?
Yes.
I'm not telling them yet.
Oh, okay. All right. What do we have going on here?
Oh yeah, we're adding some more powders. That one looks like I'm putting in the arrowroot powder.
Arrowroot.
That also helps absorb the moisture. So there are a few powders. I like to put them all in a bowl together, and that's the magnesium. You have the arrowroots powder. You have zinc, which is another wonderful mineral. And then I put that in just a touch of the zinc. It doesn't need much to do what it needs to do. And what's another one that I like to put in? The kaolin clay is another one. Kaolin clay is a detoxifier. It's a clay.
Okay.
And it helps to harden the bar as well, and also helps to soothe the skin. That's actually in the detoxifying beard wash.
Okay.
That I have. Let's see here. And this is the other magnesium. This one is a magnesium chloride.
Magnesium chloride.
Mm-hmm. And it's in flakes. I have it in flakes. I don't know if they may have it in powder.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the one I use when I'm making my magnesium oil. And so my first experiment with this, I had put the flakes in and it did not dissolve fast. I was left with a couple of flakes floating around in the deodorant.
Okay.
So I said, okay, so we're going to crush this down to a powder. So that's what I'm doing there. And smashing it, mosh it.
You mosh it.
So we're going to mosh it. Yes, kaolin clay. So once I get that, nice and fine, it's easier to dissolve in the heat. All right.
Next up.
Yep. I'm just going to add it to the rest of the powders. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention is I use multidextrin. How many people are doing that?
Multidextrin.
Multidextrin is, I don't know if you want to pause that.
I can pause it.
Hold on. I want to look, give a proper uh, definition so people understand why I chose to use that.
What's called again? Multi what?
Maltodextrin. Anytime you hear stuff like dextrose or things like that, it's kind of like some type of sugar. I have it in some of my other ingredients, like with my hair products and stuff, because it's like it works as a humectant,
Okay.
and it binds the ingredients together. It
Okay.
helps. So it's the same thing with the deodorant here, and also helps to ensure the smoothness.
Okay.
Okay, so I like that. It enhances the.
This is the paragraph that really caught my attention after essential is it so the reference is unfortunately understand this concept. Okay. And this is the commercially the first available underarm antiperspirant.
Value
Revalue
concerns or express concerns, we can always benefits of magnesium.
Okay.
Okay, so I like that. It enhances the texture. And here I decided to add just a touch of Epsom salt, which is actually another form. You know what the breakdown of Epsom salt? Just a pinch, because that's all you really need.
I'm out of your league.
Come on now.
You're,
Anybody, tell me what
you're
the
way
makeup
up
of
there.
Epsom salt is.
I hear Epsom salt, I think of my feet.
Well, yeah. Well, now your armpits is gonna get the benefit too.
There's no way I can get there. Epsom salt, yeah, right.
Somebody. What's the breakdown? What do you mean? What's the breakdown? Oh, wait, babe, did you pause that?
I did.
Okay. What's the breakdown? The breakdown for what do you mean?
The breakdown of Epsom salt, the breakdown. Okay, what do we got? We got. I'm at a loss. I guess that the
oh, you mean the ingredients?
The breakdown.
Oh, the Epsom salt.
Okay.
Oh,
What is so?
Oh, I was asking y'all if anyone knew.
Well, this unfortunately for me, we hear Epsom. I hear Epsom salt. I'm like, okay, it's time for my feet in some water, and they're gonna break down inside the water. See,
Well, the Epsom salt helps to break down the bacteria, to kill the bacteria.
Okay. That makes some sense. Yeah.
What because what makes you stink? The bacteria.
That my message went through late.
Oh, okay. Let's see what else. Oh, I found something that was a nice little tidbit from the what is this company? What is this called? Babe, look at this. Uh, this deals with hyperhidrosis. You know, with the excessive sweating.
Okay.
I was trying to look for the foundation that looked into that.
So we've come across something that is called home remedies for sweaty armpits. If you sweating that bad, I think you need to shave.
They probably already shaved. They probably just like they just have a overproductive sweat gland.
Listen, overproductive sweat glands.
And sometimes that happens from using antidepressants. You don't have them blocked for so long.
Right. It's you open
and
the
now
floodgate.
It has to regulate.
Right. So you open the floodgate. You close the dam, and now the dam is saying, "Oh, we're free. We're free. We're coming up."
Exactly.
So it says here, using Epsom bath salt is another effective home remedy for hyperhidrosis. Not only can they help you reduce exercise sweating and body odor, but they can also
exercise or excessive
exercise.
Oh, okay, cool.
It says not only they help you reduce exercise sweating and body odor, but they can also help you to frequently relax, which can be a big factor when fighting against the effects of hyperhidrosis.
So I thought that was interesting. I mean, it was something that, sometimes you just know stuff, and then you got to later on find out the technical term.
Technical terms, I tell you, the technical terms beat a whole lot of love.
So I just use a pinch of that because it's very powerful. You don't need much. All right, so now all the powders are together. I like to measure out my oils. And for that, I have castor oil. I have rice bran oil. And what else? Coconut.
Coconut what?
Coconut oil.
Coconut water?
Oil.
Coconut water?
There's no water in this mix. So I'm adding the powders now to the waxes because we have to melt all that stuff down. And when I first did this recipe, I waited to add the powders. And I noticed that it's not conducive to getting everything to dissolve at once. So I just added it all together so that the heat can get in there and break down, especially with the magnesium chloride.
Batman get hungry. My bad.
That's all right. We'll be done in a little bit. This is gonna be done. And everybody stay tuned for that giveaway. So we're gonna.
The giveaway is the big factor.
Yeah, so pay attention, guys. That's all I gotta say. Pay attention. Okay, so that's
It looks like a water bath.
It is a water bath. So I have a pot of water that I use just for the lab. And so everything's in the beaker. Almost everything's in the beaker. So I'm stirring that in to make sure everything gets dissolved evenly between the oils and the butters. I think I have to put in the shea. So once it gets down to a particular, like most of it's almost melted down, then I add the shea because I don't want to overheat the shea butter. And so now I'm adding in the other oils. Because you don't want to put too much oil in there because you don't want your bar to fall apart. But you want it to have just enough to, it can have that smoothness. I think that's here. I'm adding the essential oil. There I chose to pick rose essential oil. And then what I do with that one is I have another ingredient, which is an emollient. And it's, I get tongue twisted with this one, guys. What's it called? Can you pause that?
I sure can. See, I'm not the only one that gets tongue twisted with verbiages.
I'm always tongue twisted.
Look here,
this one was my favorite because I noticed in some deodorants to get the smoothness, they have like some type of silicone in there. And because I don't do silicones in my brands, I found a natural alternative, which is cocoa caprylic caprate, and it's made from coconuts, and it gives a nice lightweight uh, feel, a nice glide. And now I put that in there with the essential oils, and then I those are like the last things that go in because I don't want that exposed to the heat too long, or else it loses its effects. So once everything is nicely dissolved in there, you'll see I add the essential oils and the emollients. So whatever you choose to put in at the end for your scent, or because I know I've seen some deodorants, they had the methicone and all that other stuff in there. I don't want that stuff in there that's blocking my underarms. That's the silicone.
I'm going back to the Neanderthal. Don't know what it is.
Look, but does that deodorant work for you? Have you been using it?
Yes,
So,
it does work. It works very well for me.
So I'm pouring in the essential oils there. And he has which fragrance I made?
Frankincense and myrrh.
Yeah, he likes it a lot. And of course I have my lavender.
Gotta have the frankincense and myrrh.
So that just gets, stirred, and you got to make sure you stir it in so that it's all the way through. I have a sanitized container there, and that's the final part of the project there.
All right, I froze it for just a moment.
Yes.
Because I figured you wanted to say something specific about the container, maybe?
Oh, well, that container there, we had some there. That's the basic plastic 2.6 container. But we're gonna try to, like, if we decide to sell this, I don't think I'm going to continue with that plastic. I think I'm going to try to move something towards something more eco-friendly. We'll look into that, but that's only if the customers requesting something like this for me to sell.
Now, if I could just piggyback off something real quick, what would you, as a creator and a formulator, what do you find it to be more important, eco-friendly or plastic?
What do you mean?
Like, okay, I've seen many articles of how, even I've seen it when I used to be in Miami, Florida, on how a lot of the sea life comes ashore.
Oh yeah, I've seen
wrapped
that.
up in plastic, stuck their head in a plastic jar.
Yeah, because people don't dissolve, they don't get rid of it properly, or it can't be
cannot be broken down, right?
Broken down. They have some plastics they call biodegradable plastics now. Right. That can be broken down. Like if I was to get something like that, or I would try to make it so that it can be used. I mean, what do you think? Like, so that they can use it over again. They don't have to keep buying it over and over again.
Right. So almost something that's reusable.
Right.
Okay.
So they would just maybe buy the refills or something. I mean, that's one of the things that was going on in my head about that as well. So I mean, just trying to be more planet friendly if possible.
Right. Understand. All right. Well, let's go back into this video.
Yeah. So this is the final part. Everything is nicely mixed in. It's still very, very hot. That's why it's very, very liquidy. And I like to pour it in there. And I've seen some things where catastrophes happen when you wait too long to put the product in a container.
Okay.
I like to put it in like that to reduce chances of air pockets and losing product.
That's a steady hand. That's a steady hand.
Look,
that's a steady hand, boy. Look at that, boy. You've been working a bar.
Listen, how many takes I had to do to get like that? I done spilled deodorant all over the place.
You can serve a drink to a drunk man, and he would be happy that he get every single last lick of that liquor.
I'm trying to get all of that stuff out. Now I'm trying to do it like smoothly and quickly at the same time because It's just like when making the soaps, you gotta move fast because once it hits that air, it's like
Boy, look at that there, boy.
ain't
Look
that
at
perfect?
that. Oh my goodness, great. Look at that pour. Ooh, smoking smooth. Ooh wee. Boy, you couldn't get a clear. That looked almost as nice. I say almost because my candles are just like phenomenal.
Yeah, your candles are gorgeous. So if anyone has any questions,
Right, that's the final product.
that is the final product. And let me see, which one is yours here? I want to show with our the ones that we did. Is this one yours? I think this one is mine.
That's very possible. Yours.
It smells like lavender. My brain is like.
That's yours.
Yeah, this one was mine. You can take it off and put us up there so they can see. So I'm gonna.
Oh, you want to? Okay.
At least they can see, like maybe.
There you go. Roll them sleeves. Roll them sleeves.
Because I want to. This one is mine. Now, this is the one I did with the cetyl alcohol, and I found that even though it's nice, it's still a lot. Like it's you don't see a lot of powdery. It's still like nice. It feels just like the professional stuff there.
Hold on. Let me
Nice.
let me try it on my.
Yeah,
side.
try it on your hand.
I got a hairy arm.
Oh, and it feels smooth. It
I
feels
got a
very
hairy
smooth.
arm. Watch this here. Watch this. Hold on. I want to get this right. You get no. Okay. Now I got a hairy arm, so you got to understand why somebody with a lot of hair. This is what happens. It looks like that because, of course, I got a lot of hair.
And it dissolves with your body heat.
Right. And even as it's like this now watch this now. Of course, you got to remember, as we go back and forth, moving around in your arm, you're picking up things, you're dropping things, you're swinging your arms because you're walking with the swinging arm, unless you got that.
But under the armpit, that's fine.
Right. No.
That's where you can ensure that the protection is
Well,
there.
yeah. Well, this is what I'm trying to say. Now you see it's all gone. Okay. That extra stuff that you saw is all gone. I did it live, so you can actually see what's going on.
Mine still feels smooth,
Right.
like a lotion.
Now understand something.
How did yours feel?
You see, for those that say, "Oh, well, there was some flakes up there." What was it? It's not flakes. It's not flakes. Now I'm trying to show you. See, this is what I'm trying to show you. It ain't got no kind of flakes whatsoever. Right.
Now this one is the one that's more like what I did because it has the cetyl. Let me see. Maybe I try another arm. Let me try my other arm here. And you're gonna try it afterwards.
I got another arm. I got the arm over here. I got an arm over here.
See that?
With a few war scars from the puppy.
And that's just with one stripe, because I know sometimes people do like to do the second one. And it feels a lot smoother.
Okay.
Here, you try your glide.
All right. We're gonna do my glide.
That smells good.
We're gonna do my glide now. Watch it now. This is live. It's not memory. This is live. Right. So here we go. It on. And here we go.
Why are you so hard?
Because I want to show them something. Because Neanderthals, like myself,
you don't need that much. I'm just saying, unless you really got a problem. You really don't need that much pressure.
Well, again, see, there's a reason why I did that. Now you see how much I put on there. And look at how
you might say awesome looks clear.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
And it really works.
Look at that. Look how that's gone. You see how she panicked at first. She said, "Why you put so much?" Now you see.
So I guess for those who like to really
listen,
cake it on,
I said Neanderthal for a reason, right? Oh, hey, wait. Come on, man. You gotta understand it's the way to do it. It is the way it get done. Como los caballos. What do you think? The hogs? The hogs gotta go nice and hot.
Yeah, it does. It definitely clears up quick.
See, that's the reason why. That's the reason why I put it the way I put it. Because you gotta see that it doesn't. It goes on thick, but it just feels as smooth as
the other ones.
As a dolphin.
Is this the one that?
This way, you cannot turn around and say, "Oh, it's too thick. It doesn't feel good. You know, it's caked up or it's flaky." No. You can't use them words with this product. No, you cannot. No, you cannot say that it's flaky. If it's flaky, that means you got more hair in your arm than I have on both my arms simultaneously. That's what I said. It's simultaneously. So look here now. You done seen it. It's live. Look here now. You don't see it. You don't see nothing. All you see is hair. Look, I'm back up. Back up. You still see it. It's still there. It's working. Look here now. Look. Ooh, I smell like a baby. Ooh, you better be careful now.
So one is mine's. I chose lavender, and he has a frankincense and myrrh. The other ones that I made. The one I made in the video was a rose essential oil, and then prior to that, I think this is the one that's what was it? Eucalyptus. This is eucalyptus.
Greetings, August Dreams. Long time no see. Thank you for the blessings. Yes.
Hey, many blessings. So you
for August Dreams, we appreciate you jumping in. And
you
please
missed the
let everybody
demonstration.
know. Don't forget to watch the replay. You might have a laugh.
Yeah, we made some aluminum-free deodorant, and came out pretty well. We was just showing everybody the ingredients and the importance. We did went through a lot of studies and everything like that. So watch the replay.
Studies. I put up a lot of articles based off of the relations.
And this is the product, how it comes out. This is ours, but this is the final product. And it's very, very firm stick, very effective, very smooth, very conditioning on the skin, on your armpits. I know I have very sensitive armpits, so.
I'm bald in the armpits.
Oh, okay. All right, then, August.
Look here, don't let them beat you up at that plantation.
And leave a comment because we're really trying to figure out if this is something we should put in the store. So, any feedback will do, and we're gonna do a giveaway in a little bit.
All right. So just to recap real quick, everybody, that's. Yes, I appreciate that. We'll do them at the plantation. Love you too both. Yes, we love you as well. Big hugs. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Of course.
Oh, you just caught that comment?
I sure did. I'm older. I'll see things later on, but I catch them. I catch them.
You always have your third eye on. What are you talking about?
I wanted to just real quick recap for those that are watching, those that are listening. If you missed out a point, especially on the research that we've done, please go back and look at the reference page that I put up there from the articles that we've come across. They're very, very good articles you want to read about. Okay, they come from very good references, very good sources. And for you to understand what the concept of the aluminum that is inside a lot of deodorants and or antiperspirants. Mm-hmm. There's a reason why a lot of companies turned around and started making the products alcohol free. So there's a lot of controversy. Is it good? Is it bad? Does it affect you? Does it not affect you? My concern comes in when I read an article.
Alcohol or aluminum free?
Aluminum free.
Oh, okay.
Aluminum free. My bad. Aluminum free. We're talking about the aluminum in the deodorants and why there's controversy, whether it's good, whether it's bad. And again, I want to recap. Mm-hmm. As I come across articles that talk about breast cancer and prostate cancer, two different areas of the body.
You're giving away the whole video, and then part of the question I was going to get.
Oh, well, you know.
Too late now. I got to think of another question.
Take another question. Those articles are based off of those two topics. And, of course, that is where it's crucial to understand why we go the way we go. Right? Now,
part of the giveaway was for them to answer the questions. You gave away the recap.
Oh, the recap.
You're not supposed to give them the recap.
Well, all right. So let's try this another way. I think you're going to be good at this one. So you piggyback off of a question that you want to come up with for this giveaway, and I think of a question, and I'm going to ask you very quickly if you think this is an interesting concept.
Okay.
Because, of course, you know, I'm a firm believer of how many times people don't read or they fail to read and they miss certain things. So if you think about that for a moment, it might be beneficial. Or can I have that back real quick? Or we can go with this one here. You know, I got that doctor scratch.
That's what I was about to say.
Okay.
But I was going to put 2 instead of 1.
There you go. There you go. Because off the top of my head, you had mentioned something that was very, very important. Okay. And if it's that important, I believe that that's one of the things that may have been missed.
Okay.
And the reason why I said that is because a lot of times when people sign contracts, usually the question is, well, I didn't know my interest rate was that high. I like that. I like that very much. And just bear with me here because I'm, of course, trying to do several things at the same time. Go ahead. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
I do have one more question.
And before you say that question, this is a PSA announcement. This is a giveaway. Okay. The giveaway is based off of the question, which is part of the live that you are watching and part of at this moment. So if you happen to catch the replay, I think it's safe to say, would you be okay with this? If we don't get someone to answer now, we'll give
the first one in the comment.
First one in the comment. If they don't get it, can we give it away in the next live?
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay.
Cool.
So not in the replay comment.
No, I mean, right now, if
right,
no
so
one
do it in the live now, or they'll do it in they'll catch it in the next.
Right, in the replay. Are you okay with that? I don't.
But how would we get them to answer it? Like, how would they answer it? Coming to the next live.
Coming to the next live. Do a real quick recap. You want to try that? Just kidding. I don't know. All right.
I'm confused.
All right, we'll just stick to the original plan.
Let's see if someone answers it in this live first.
Right. If they answer in this live, then we'll figure something out later on. But right now, PSA announcement. This is top to bottom. TOP number 2 BOTTU for unique.com. You gotta come like us, follow, share, subscribe. Those 4 things are free. It don't cost you nothing to like, subscribe, share, and follow. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, WhatsApp,
Facebook, Meta.
Facebook. Wait, what?
I said Facebook. I meant
you sure did say Facebook.
I did one of your numbers.
Every social media you can think of, dang it, if you own it, we own it too.
Back.
Google, we're on there too. So there's no reason
Are we
why.
still waiting for these reviews, guys?
Listen, them reviews.
We gonna put the link up so many times about these reviews.
We ain't gonna talk about the reviews.
Okay, all right. And it's in the description of the channel. Put the reviews up.
Like, follow, share, subscribe. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't cost you to click that little button. If you can stand there for 30 seconds, watch this video, hit it like, dang it, hit a share, and dang it, subscribe.
All right, so now we got this question coming up.
All right, question time.
Now, for those who were paying attention, the first one to name the 2 ingredients that I use in this formula to neutralize odor.
Can you say it again?
The 2 ingredients that I use in my formula to neutralize odor. I said odor. Yeah, I need to eat too.
Yeah, it's close to that time. I ain't gonna say the other one, but it's close to that time. It's nappy time for the fat man.
Zinc and yeah.
Well, I reckon.
Zinc.
I reckon
magnesium.
somebody was paying good attention.
Somebody was paying attention.
Somebody was paying attention.
Awesome. So Zakar has won. Has won a free deodorant. Now, Zakar, we have eucalyptus and we have rose. Which one do you want us to send to you? Somebody type solo. What does that mean, type solo? You mean type slow? Like who types with it in the group? Okay, so Mr. Zinc and Magnesium, Zakar.
You said what sense?
Oh, it was eucalyptus with a hint of orange, and then the other one is rose, the one that I made in the video.
You gonna smell like a fruit basket or a bouquet of roses?
I don't know. The eucalyptus is not a fruit basket. Eucalyptus is more like more of a mint.
I think you're gonna smell like a bouquet of roses.
Oh,
see,
he said rose.
Get that.
Okay, so the rose is on its way to you. Make sure that you are on our subscription list on the website. Okay, and then we can get your information.
You can even
that
give
way.
It away as a gift. Ain't nothing wrong
with
regifting.
You can give it away as a gift. That's awesome.
Anyone
who likes rose, they may be offended though. They be like, "Why are you giving me deodorant?" But
bring me offended. Listen, I done gave a lot of people my day.
He stay offending people though. So
I
he ain't got no hairs about it.
Quick. Here, wet wipe. Here, wet wipe. You need a little help there.
So we'll send that out to you, Zakar. Make sure you reach out to us through the website.
Yes, reach out to the website.
Anyone else who wants to, go to our website and sign up for the list to be on our email list, we gladly appreciate it.
Ooh.
Awesome. Eucalyptus and me be fighting. Oh, okay. I understand. I understand. I mean, it's like that with some mints, with some people. So, that's another reason why I say if I was to put this on the store, I would definitely have a variation of essential oils options, some detoxification options, some even unscented options for those who are very sensitive to any essential oil. There are some people who are very sensitive to essential oils. So, but we don't want to put fragrance oils under your armpits. So that's why, Essential oil
Definitely
is
not.
very important because they have those properties. They serve a purpose other than just smelling good.
Right.
Okay, rose is very good for the skin. It's very rich in vitamin C, and it's good for the skin tone and soothing the skin. So I hope you enjoy it. All right. And I don't know. We'll see what we're gonna do. Maybe we'll give away this other one later on another live. Who knows? We'll see. If anyone was paying attention, they can catch us on the next one, and we'll probably hit them with a question real quick.
Sounds like a plan.
So thanks for watching the tutorial or demonstration rather. If you feel like I don't know, should I mention anything about the recipe, or we'll maybe talk about that later?
Go with the recipe.
Because I mean, we don't have the percentages in there because it's mine. It's something I formulated, and so I was really considering whether if there was something that you thought that you wanted to do, you can reach out to me, and if you want to purchase the recipe to use and make yourself.
If you want to go ahead and make
and try to make it yourself, go on ahead. I know sometimes not everyone keeps all those things around in their home just laying around. But we definitely are still trying to consider whether this is something we're going to put on the store. I mean, it's very, very effective, and I'm really happy with it. So, if you're watching the replay, let me know in the comments. If there's something that you're looking would love for us to have in the store, I'll start making it. I'll start, getting the equipment and the containers and get it all set up for you guys. Okay. Yep. And I guess that's it for me.
I'm going to put that on the Facebook page.
Okay.
If you want it and you don't want to make it yourself, we'll put it in the store and you can purchase it.
Okay.
That's going to be on
and just stand by to one of our other lives. We may just be giving away this eucalyptus one for those who don't get in awesome fights with eucalyptus, like our friend Zakaria.
All right,
guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Always. And stay tuned. Stay subscribed. Tuned. Put the notification bell on all so you can get all of our
follow, share,
all that good stuff. We'll be coming with more things and more goodies.
Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. Like the old man said, you share with me, I share with you. We wind up having a big old nice little feast.
Oh gosh. All right, guys. We're gonna go eat. He needs a meal.
Yeah, before I get hungry. Deuces. Again, everybody, don't forget, top to bottom, TOP, number 2, BOTTU. U stands for unique. M.com. Come check us out. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, WhatsApp, Google.
We're on WhatsApp.
Everywhere. Everywhere. Come check us out.
We're going to get on WhatsApp. Okay.
Follow. All right, everybody. Ladies.
Fellas, ladies, you looking for lotions? You looking for beard oils? But unfortunately, everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and it's probably killing you? No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. www.top2bottom, BOTTU, the U is for unique, M.com. Tell them I sent you.